If you are looking at hair restoration as an option for your thinning hair, there is only one option you need to consider: natural hair restoration. Dr. Samuel Lamb is with the Lamb Institute for Hair Restoration, and he combines natural hair with a unique grafting technique that creates incredible hair density with only one session. Dr. Lamb is here this morning to explain how this works and to show us some amazing results. Good morning, Dr. Lamb.
Good morning, Amy. How are you doing?
I am great. Well, tell us, where are we today with hair restoration?
We are starting with this doll, which is you.
This is like,
it kind of
does look like me. Okay.
No, just joking. What this doll represents is what we used to have, which is a doll's head, they called it, or cornrows. I think that went out in the 70s with Bo Derek here. And I think if you close in here, you can see that this is something that we don't do anymore. So this is the past. What I'm very proud of is Amina, who's over here to my left for a second. She's here just to look pretty. But Amina and I have really come up with a technique that's wonderful called combination grafting. And what this does, in essence, is really provide an incredible amount of hair density in a single session. We use the softer grafts in the front to create a really good soft hairline, and then provide visual density by using stronger grafts that are very well distributed behind that. So what I've done today is I brought another little model, a little fence model that I didn't put this together. This actually was purchased, but I did do some carving here. So essentially what I'm trying to show with this model is bad hair restoration is placed in like this, literally just basically straight up.
That doesn't look too good.
Doesn't look good. It looks like fence, doesn't it?
You don't
want to do that. So what's so important about this is to take that angle and angle it downward, so it actually follows and mimics the natural way that hair grows. So that's really, really important, and this is one of the key elements in getting a good result. And part of what we're going to do, we're going to bring it back up for a moment, and we're going to show the next row behind that. If you just do it like this, you can see through it. And what's so important is that you do this, now you can't see it. So what we do is we tightly interlock all the rows all the way back. And, as we talked about earlier, we angle it slightly downward, and that provides an incredibly difficult result to see through. So the other thing it does, for a moment, if you think about an awning, it casts a shadow. So when you cast a shadow on the scalp, you can't see it. And what's so important when we look at hair restoration today is really to understand how hair grows, every part of the head. And I mimic the natural flow and pattern of hair as it grows throughout the entire head.
This is a big deal, Dr. Lamb. This is a huge option for people.
I take it that way.
And let's talk about scarring.
Sure. Well, I don't like that word, but of course that is something that I really work hard to avoid. And what I'm so proud about is not just the front, it's the donor closure, so that we can make that as seamless as possible. And Fred, can we run the short video clip if that's possible? Basically what we're trying to show with this is really you can't see the incision line. Can't see it. And not in every case. Some people that may have a little tension on the closure, you may see a little bit, but the point is that I do a special type of closure that allows the hair to grow seamlessly through the scar so that you can't see it. So it literally just grows right through there and you just can't see it.
That's a huge deal, Dr. Lamb. Why are you different?
In short, we're not a chain. And all the before and afters you see on my website are mine. And we're really a customized outfit. One of the things I want to stress today is that we do one procedure a day. That's so important to me, because if we do 2 or 3, you know, our goal at the end of the day is to have a perfect result. Our goal is not to stop that procedure, and that we don't have a time frame. We could finish at 3:30 in the afternoon, 6:30 in the afternoon. It really depends on when Amina and I, who's my hair transplant coordinator, really believe that we've got the most perfect result for the patient.
That's a big deal, focusing on the individual.
Absolutely.
Treating them as such. That's great.
I hope so.
All right, well, let's talk about the whole experience. When someone walks into your office to the time that they're leaving, what are they experiencing?
Well, I'm really proud of the experience. It's really a wonderful experience. And part of the main thing I want to emphasize is there's no discomfort. I don't think I can emphasize that enough. I've had a lot of people come through that have had 3, 4, even 5 procedures done elsewhere. It's the first time they say to me, hey, Dr. Lamb, that's the first time I would even consider having it done again, because I don't have to worry about the discomfort. Part of what I've done is I've put together a 5,000 square foot surgery center so that I can give them a little sedation, more than just a pill, and really make the experience pleasant. And it's a fun day. Amina actually prepares a home-cooked meal. I think our patient's going to attest to that. It's really, really wonderful. So
really, it's a special day.
There's one negative, Amy. She may force you to watch a chick flick. But I've trained her well. This last year, we're moving away from that. I've actually got a few ones that are not too chick-oriented, but that's okay.
Well, please introduce the lovely lady to your left here.
Well, I'm very proud of what Amina and I deliver. I think what's so important when you look at hair restoration is not to put everything on your own shoulders. It's really a team approach. I don't know if, Amina, you want to say anything? Or
It's a privilege for me to work with Dr. Lamb, and also I'm proud of the results we achieve at the Institute.
Well, tell me about what you see on a daily basis and those amazing results that you see.
The change that happens before they come and after their hair grows in. It takes a few months before the hair grows in, but the moment they see their hair back, there's a spark that they see in patients' eyes that is.
And we have some examples of maybe a not so good hair restoration.
Yes,
is that right?
absolutely. Again, we're not trying to point fingers or anything, but just look at what we can do.
Right.
The gentleman, as you see on the before, there are some plugs. These are the term that obviously is a scary term. It's a term that's really outdated. People don't hopefully do this anymore, but you can see that there isn't much density. You can see through the hairline. You can see it's a very unnatural hairline. And what we try to do with this is really create both visual hair density and really a soft, natural hairline. And I think we have another example if we can pull that up. And if you look at the hairline on the left, you can actually see where the grafts were inserted. You know, what I'm saying is that besides what I do, Amina's gentle graft insertion is so important. As you can see that the hairline is unnatural. You can see there's a see-through effect. The hair has been damaged during insertion, and you can see we really created a very natural-looking hairline, and with a lot of visual density. This is all done with one session, by the way.
That one session?
One time.
Oh, it's such a great thing. Well, only one time to get your home-cooked meal, then, that means. Well, let's talk about women. Do women lose their hair, too?
Yes, I think that's one of the things that's very dear to my heart, because I think it's something that socially we don't talk about. Right. Obviously, it's not great when men lose hair, but it's something that women are just ashamed about. And one thing tonight, I'm going to plug your own channel here, so not another channel.
We like to hear that.
But tonight on WFA at 5 o'clock, I believe, although don't quote me on the exact time, we'll part of the Women in Women Health series. We have a section on women and hair loss. A woman we did about a year ago that's gone through, really discarded her wig, and she's really happy. And so tune in tonight.
Got her quality of life back, and that's a great success story.
I'm very happy about that.
Well, you also have two other success stories with us today,
Absolutely.
Joel and Claire. Can you introduce us to them?
Well, Joel, if you want to say a few words.
Sure. Like I say, I had a wonderful experience with Dr. Lamb and Amina and his staff, and the results far exceeded my expectations. I did a lot of research on other hair institutes, and you don't have to go to Los Angeles, New York. You have the best right here with Dr. Lamb in Dallas. So
that's great.
I've been very happy.
And it's easy. I pick good-looking people here, right?
Yeah. And this is Claire.
Claire.
And now, are we looking? Is this?
Oh
Joel's
yeah, I'm sorry. That's Joel's before and after, and you can see really it's more in the central forelock, the area near the hairline, that we really just reestablished that. You know, and it was easy because Joel's a good-looking guy, so I don't have to do much work there.
Absolutely.
Here's another sexy man right here, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
I can't say enough about what experience I've had. It has exceeded my expectations. I'm kind of a outdoors person, pretty active lifestyle, so for me, this is made taking care of my hair. I mean, it just takes no time or effort.
And Claire, we're seeing such a big difference here.
Oh yeah, tremendous difference. And I can do as I please, and I jump in the shower, dry it off with the towel, comb it with the comb, and that's it. I mean, it's a very freeing experience.
Well, it's the two of you that make us excited for you being here, and this testimonial is absolutely amazing.
It's great because it's their own hair and it's permanent. That's what's so exciting.
And they feel great in it. Well, I thank you all for being here today. This is a real option for people who are suffering with hair loss.
It was an honor to be here.
Well, Dr. Lamb is considered a leader in natural hair restoration, so if you would like to learn more about his Institute for Hair Restoration or check out his gallery of amazing before and after results, log on to hairtexas.com or call 972-312-8188.